Hi, good evening. Good afternoon. Sorry, this is still afternoon over here in Japan. So many of them. Welcome to Ascension 2020. This is the very first edition of the Global Startup Conference over here in Fukuoka City. Today, our session is very much focused on the how the startups can go across the borders, how they can expand their business very globally. So we have the three awesome speakers from Japan and Taiwan today. So without further ado, let me introduce our awesome speaker. First of all, can you switch to the introduction page of our speakers? Yes. So let me start with the Jeff from Taiwan. Are you there?
Yes, so, I'm here. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, welcome. You're welcome. Can you introduce yourself and what do you do right now, briefly?
All right. So I will use some simple slide to introduce. Okay. So can you go to next page? All right.
That's gonna be
but first I want to, But first I want to say hello to IKEDA-san and also like Hashimoto-san and my friend Ian from Taiwan. Right. Okay. Hi, and I'm the CEO of Gogolook. Gogolook is our company name, and my name is Jeff. And I would like to introduce more about our main product, which is KUO. Okay, so can we go next page? All right, and the concept of KUO is itself is very simple. You install the app onto your smartphone, and no matter it's iOS or Android, and we can support it. Then for every phone call that comes in, KUO will automatically identify it for you, so that you can take the best course of action, like pick it up, deny it, or like a block afterward. Okay, yeah, it's very simple. Next page. All right, and I think including some very serious problem nowadays, we have several cases. We heard there are SMS phishing nowadays, especially during the pandemic. The SMS fraud cases are increasing dramatically. So KUO can also help you to identify those malicious messages you receive and even the URL within, which were gonna steal your like financial account information and privacy information. Then of course, like we have advanced features which allowed you to fill them out automatically. Okay. Yeah, this is some new feature just come in. I think we released it this week on Japan, right? And next page, thank you. All right, and why, although the product itself and the concept itself is very simple, the underlining, the technology, the scale, and the operation know-how, I would say, where we make our mark. KUO at a glance, today we have over 80 million downloads around the world. We have over 6 million active users in Taiwan who depends on KUO every day to pick up their calls and receive SMS. And we provide our anti-fraud service right now in mainly 7 countries, from Taiwan to Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, Thailand, Malaysia, and then Brazil. And KUO today, we have processed over 6 billion phone numbers worldwide and process a very huge number database of over 1.6 billion entries right now. Also, we build up a very advanced AI and algorithms to analyze and to predict those malicious activities to give our users as much early warning as possible. All right, so here is just an overview of our product, our landscapes. And next. All right, I think that's it. All of these efforts, what we're trying to do is go toward our vision, which is build a trustworthy communication network in the world, where the trust nowadays is hard to come by. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is the KUO for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So
thank you.
How many years have you been working your business? When did you start your business, right? When did you start your business?
We started our business, yeah, it's like 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
8
So
years
we are
ago.
not
So
8 years ago. So it's 2012.
uh-huh.
Yeah. So we're not that young startup anymore.
Yeah, slightly old to call the startup, but anyway, we have the much older startup over here actually. So I will introduce later on. But anyway, let me start. Let me move on to the next awesome speaker from Taiwan. Can you switch to the Ryuncheon? It's quite difficult to pronounce your name. Sorry about that. So Chun Tzu, is it right?
My name is Ian. Just call me Ian. Ian is okay.
Yes. So yes, very nice to meet you again. So can you introduce yourself and share a little bit about what you do right now?
Okay, thank you. I have 5 slides I want to share with everyone. Hello, I'm Ian from Golface, and I'm very happy to introduce Golface and share my experience about having company in Fukuoka. Golface vision is to be the world #1 golf technology brand in the world. And we start from 2013 in Taiwan and have branch in Fukuoka in 2017. And okay, next slide. Next, thank you. So we start in 2013 and have company in Fukuoka in 2017 and has our first customer in Fukuoka in 2019. So actually my company is also 7 years old. So next page, thank you. Because of Japan is the most big market in Asia. So, and most of golf club and golf market has the same market problem. So that's why we choose Japan and choose Fukuoka for our first foreign market in 2017. Next page. Actually, Golface have 5 very important products. We are the only one and the leader of the golf service platform in Taiwan. And we create a highly integrated and complete service for the market. We have a tee time booking platform. We have a golf app for golfer. And we have a powerful golf cart tablet system. And we have golf training video platform for golfer to subscribe. And because we have such powerful tablet service, so to solve the language and culture problem. In 2017, we start to service a lot of Taiwan golfer come to Japan to have their golf trip in Fukuoka. And next page. 3 years ago, I applied the start visa and start Golface business in Fukuoka. I have to say thank you for the mayor, give Golface big support, and we have a great opportunity to be the number 100 company to apply the startup visa. So we can introduce Golface with the city mayor in front of many Japan media. And because of Fukuoka City Hall, we also have the great opportunity to show on the NHK World TV program. And here I have to say the big thanks to the Fukuoka City Hall again. For foreign company, especially a startup company, just like Husco, it is a great opportunity to show on Japan media like TV or newspaper. It gives Golface a lot of a business opportunity that time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'm not sure how much the golf industry is hot or not in Taiwan, but what do you think? When you think about someone's their business, they will usually be focused on some specific industry. But why did you decide to? Why did you choose the golf industry as your first as your focus?
I think because golf is very traditional. Golf market is very traditional and very conservative. So I think the market need the new experience and it need new technology to service the people. Taiwan is just like the Japan. In Japan, about 2,000 golf club. On 90%, they don't have the caddy to service the golfer. 90%. In Taiwan, now we have only 60 golf club. They face the same problem. the candidate is very difficult to hire. So we also need a total solution to help the golf market in Taiwan.
Interesting. All
Yes,
right.
so that's
Thank
why
you.
we choose the golf industry.
Okay, got it. Okay, I ask you further later on, but let me move on to the next speaker from Japan side. He is sitting just on my right. I'm not sure if I should call him as an entrepreneur or startup, but because he's been running, you've been running your business for
Already
10 years, right?
not only 10 years. 16 years already passed. Yeah. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hi. 大家好. I'm Masanori Hashimoto. Please call me Masa. And I was born in Fukuoka City 44 years ago. So yeah.
Say that.
So I established my company called Nulab in 2004, already 16 years past, right? So now we are already globally expand to global. For example, we have New York office and Amsterdam office. And I forgot Singapore office. Also in Japan, we have 3 offices. Fukuoka City, it is headquarters, and Tokyo and Kyoto. We have 6 offices. Actually, we have 1 community manager in Taipei. Probably you guys met her, Iridian.
She's living in Taiwan now. In
Taiwan, yes, Taiwan. but focusing on Taipei. So,
And you want to show your slide to the audience, right?
Next page, please. We are providing collaboration service to help your business between a company and individual person and individual person. We are supporting your collaboration works. Next page, please. We provide 4 products right now. Macro is project management tool, and TypeTalk is chatting tool for business, and KUO is online diagramming tool. You can draw diagram on the web browser. And the last one is Nulab. Nulab is keep your security and the governance on something like that. So we are provide 4 products worldwide right now. Next page, please. And we have many users worldwide. For example, Adobe and TransferWise. They're using backlog, and in Japan, government's also using our product. For example, Fukuoka City using our chatting tool called TypeTalk, and Fukuoka University using TypeTalk and backlog. So many users in Japan and few users outside of Japan. Next page, please. Actually, I joined the ceremony of signed MOU. I took this photo. This guy is Taipei City Mayor. You know another guys?
I know.
You know? he's Takashima Mayor.
He was,
you know. Yeah. It is very happy and very historical and very good things, I think. So after that, Golface come to Fukuoka, right? This is very, very good memorial things, I think. It's that's all my introduction.
I've never seen you wear a necktie before.
Oh, really? I always.
Really? Well, because now you are kind of the very, how do you say, traditional.
Like a startup, right?
Oh, really? I did that. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lastly, can you turn up your microphone? All right, thank you very much. Lastly, let me introduce myself as a moderator. I'm the co-founder of the Bridge, which is the Tokyo-based, sometimes Fukuoka-based, but usually Tokyo-based startup focused news publication. So I've been running the this one for over 10 years with my co-founders and other teams members actually. And then can you switch to the next page, please? And then, yeah, this is the what we are doing actually. So on the right-hand side, you can see the Japanese one, which is very much focused on the Japanese startups so aiming to sharing the news updates around the startup community with the Japanese entrepreneurs and then the other people. On the right-hand side, you can see the English version, which is very much focused on covering the Japanese startups who are looking at the global expansion, like you know. So yeah, that's what we do. And the next page, please. And skip. Yeah, next one, please. Thank you. All right. Yes, I've been speaking at the many international conferences actually. And the next one, please. Next page, please. Yeah. So this is the sorry, one page before. Sorry about that. Yeah. So this is the article when I was embedded in a delegation visiting the Taiwanese startup scene. Fukuoka City Mayor visited representing the delegation and then visited the Taipei City and then giving away some kind of awards to Taiwanese startups at the Taiwan Startup Hub in Taipei City. And then next one, please. Next page, please. Yeah, and as a result of that, Fukuoka City Mayor and Taipei City, these two cities made a partnership. And behind all this, there was a very important person. Next one, please. Yeah, this is the picture, you know? Yeah, this is the guy who is sitting just behind, next to me. I mean, he was enjoying the game and playing the game and then trying to throw in a ball, Pokemon Go ball into the two city mayors in the, this is probably Taipei City Mayor's office where we actually visited and then joined their ceremony about the agreement. But this is very, how many years ago this was? This was taken in July 2016, so more than 4 years ago. So very long history. So as a result of that, the Taiwan and then Japanese startup communities are very cooperative each other, and then this was the very start of the international partnerships in the startup community. So thank you very much. So, all right. So let me, can you switch to the next one? This is probably last page. So yeah, thank you very much. All right. So let me start a free discussion from now on. So firstly, let me start with asking the two speakers from Taiwan. So can you tell us why did you choose the, I'm not sure how many markets are you expanding actually, but why did you choose Japan or Fukuoka as a first destination for your international market expansion approach? So can you start, can we start with the Jeff?
Okay, right. So you can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think just like what I shared in the last slide, we have our service in several like Asian countries, but why Japan? I think Japan has always been one of the main market that Cusco cares. However, from the end of last year, we began to observe some phenomena, which made us thinking like the importance to deepening our service in Japan. And first of all, I have to say like the fraud situation is getting worse during this pandemic, and it's not only in Japan. It's actually a global like a phenomena, and we are more eager to establish our service in this time in Japan to protect the citizen. And why? And actually in the beginning we tried to set up our office from March, and you know why? Everything is being delayed, right? So we've been able to like set up the office right now in November. Actually, it's in this month we set up our like local office and also the company as well. And that is because of several facts we observed in Japan. It's happening right now. Like we find out one of the fact is the portion of the Japan fraud call from the overseas has been increased like year by year. Yeah, and it even reached like 20% of the fraud call. All those numbers are from overseas numbers. So we think we took this as an opportunity, or we should say it's a duty call for us to provide it's like a regional joint defense database, because we are more like a regional player. So we aware of those like overseas fraud in advance. So I think it's very important to like do it now and to fight with also the globalization of this fraud. And more observation I want to share in Japan is like, I think it's from the end of June and to the middle of July this year, we also received many Japanese users reporting to our system, like one tag is called like a benefit fraud. I think in Japanese it's called Kyufugin fraud.
It's
like
subsidies from the government.
Right, exactly. So which I think this is like coincides with the scam situation all over the world. Even in Taiwan, we have this kind of situation. And I want to share like some example, like we have been collaborate with Taiwan Police Department for many years. And we have also collaborated with like our IT minister, Andrew Tang, right? Yeah, Tang Feng, right? I think she's also been invited here, right? I think in the evening, yeah, she's gonna talk with the mayor. And so we start to collaborate with each other since March to effectively prevent the fraud in Taiwan through like the cooperation of information exchange and even some joint publicity, those kinds. Yeah, so that's what I want to share. Is like, I think this is a very good example that taught us a public and private sector collaboration. I think it's the best way to fight with any crisis, including the pandemic and like the fraud issue we have faced. So Japan expansion, I think it's never been easy, right? I think Ian also know that. And it's never been easy. And our business is never been like a one-person job or a one-team job. We believe a seamless collaboration with the local governments, the enterprises, and even some like civil communities is a necessity of our success in Japan. And also, Itaga-san, you also mentioned like why Fukuoka, right? So many people ask me about this question, like why Fukuoka, why Kyushu? And first off, I have to thank for Ian. It's because of Ian's introductions. We have a good relationship with Fukuoka city government since last year. We met in a global startup event like this, and which is hosted in Taiwan last year. And we also joined the POC program. It's also called Beyond Coronavirus POC program, which is hosted by the city. And we try to fight with all the fraud situation during the pandemic. And during the interaction, we realized like Fukuoka or like Kyushu itself is a perfect place for a startup company to incubate their business. Why? I have to say like, I believe like Kyushu or Fukuoka city has big enough population in Japan. And also it's like a relatively less heavy in the financial pressure, I have to say, to start a new business. And also very open-minded governments and very open-minded business to collaborate with, to innovate with us, and very good environment, I have to say. Right. So I think that's it. Yeah.
Can you elaborate what did you do in the initiative, which is a coronavirus? How to that? It's you were doing something with the city government, right? So what kind of BPOC proof of the concept, the testing did you make?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we have like a couple of stage. In the first stage, we try to localize all our functions and also all our database. So we even have a 3 months free for our app. Try to have as many as the user to use our app. And then actually right now I'm in Fukuoka, but I'm sad I cannot join you guys because I'm still in my quarantine. Yeah, and why we are here is we would try to interview with all the users and then to figure out like, is our database good enough? And is there any like features we can like improve and even to make it more localized for Japanese like behavior? And this is the one thing we're gonna do. And the second one is we also realize the fraud situation, or we can say the scam situation, is being migrated from call, SMS to messenger. So in the second stage, we will provide a chatbot on the messenger as well. So whenever you receive some malicious message or malicious URL, even in line, and we will have a chatbot to help you to identify like, oh, this is like a shady messages URL, try to like hack your data. Yeah, this is the second stage. And for the third stage, we want to enlarge the cooperation. We want to collaborate with like city governments and more government sectors, and even like a bank, like an institution. Yeah, because we have the experience like the best way to solve this problem is to have an alliance, also use all those like a big enterprise, because lots of fraud, they try to hack the original system, right? For example, like recently there's huge fraud situations like user receive SMS and pretend they are sending from the bank, right? And they try to hack your like bank account. So the best way is to collaborate with all the like big companies and try to have a joint like a defense alliance. Yeah. So this is the overall of the content of the POC.
I see. All right. Thank you. So next up, Yan, can you share why did you decide to expand into the Japanese market? You have already mentioned something about. Can you elaborate the reason why you decided to come to Japan?
As I said before, the Japan market is the biggest market in Asia. So our investor and our investor want me to know more about Japan market. So I would like to share more about why we choose Fukuoka. I said Japan is the biggest market, so we must to enter. We must to try. So why Fukuoka is the first? I have three important reasons. First is I want to learn Japanese culture from Fukuoka. And the second is I think that Fukuoka, the living quality is very great. And the third is you have the complete startup ecosystem. So I think everyone knows that Japan market is very difficult to enter. And the key point is the Japanese culture is very different with other countries. And they have their own special rule, manner, habit, and the business relationship. And everything takes time to learn and to familiar with that. So
sorry, go ahead.
So you can know Japan from Kyushu, and I can learn a lot of culture different from Fukuoka. So that's why we choose Fukuoka as the first.
So when you try to expand into the Japanese market, how did you do it? You have partnered with the some startups or companies or something like that?
No, actually, when I enter Japan, I also go to the main China, to go to Beijing, and some from Malaysia or Korea also invited my company. But I think the Japan market is mature, and also the Taiwan and the Japan relationship is very strong and very close. So when we choose to start our foreign company, we don't choose the Tokyo. We just start from the Fukuoka Star Visa program. I think that is very, very important for my company. It's a great program, the Star Visa.
How is your business in Japan right now?
I think because of the coronavirus, from the January to now, we can go to the Japan. So it's very difficult to my business. But on the other hand, we also, because our service is very important to want to OTA, want to remote update the tablet from Taiwan. This is our core value. So in this time, we let the Japan's golf club know, okay, your technique is very mature and very useful, because you don't have to come to Japan, but you can still provide your service very well with the OTA services. So I think it also helped us too, because before golf club is very traditional. They like to meet person face by face. But we, in my company, we want to use our technology to solve problem, not people to solve problem. So I think in this time, it also is very good for my company to set a very great SOP to service foreign company without put a lot of people effort. Just use the technology to solve.
I see. All right, thank you. Only 9 minutes left, so we're gonna have to be wholly cheerful for the next speaker maybe. So Hashimoto-san,
I will ask you the slightly different to you.
Sorry.
Many Japanese startups are focused on the domestic market, right? Many of them are they're not so much
not
interested
go
about,
global, right?
Global expansion, right? So why are you expanding to the global?
Actually, I wanted to go foreign country because I didn't visit foreign country until 30, 33, 34. We released our diagramming to KAKU in 2009. I said I want to go New York.
New City.
With KAKU to show KAKU for foreign to show American people, right? So this is my first trip overseas.
Oh, really? It was so 11 years ago, right?
Yeah, already
2009. You said, right?
2009. Okay, can you hear me?
It's gonna be okay. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. So you actually started out your drawing to you wrote that in 2009.
Yeah.
And then when did you make up your mind to start the global expansion?
2008.
Just one year before the launching the.
Yes. Only in the first place we have English version only on KAKU. So that's the reason why we want to sell our KAKU to global market.
So now you have 4 applications right now, right?
Yeah, 4 applications.
So all of them are already the global rate.
Yeah.
It's a global.
Yeah. We have 4 users outside of Japan. All 4 applications.
So when you think about the size of the user base, I know how many people are using the application. So comparing the Japanese market and the rest of the world, which one is a larger size of the user base?
Actually, Japan market is Japan users are larger than outside of Japan right now. But it is different. Paid users, So we have paid users mainly Japan, but free users mainly outside of Japan.
See.
And Japanese pay money easier than.
Yeah, because Japanese users are very used to paying for something.
Yeah.
Usable.
Yeah.
Comparing to the other people from outside Japan.
Yeah, outside Japan is very difficult. They don't pay. Right? We have many users in Taiwan also, but
they don't pay.
Yeah. please.
So for two of the Taiwanese speakers, what do you think about any answer to his problem he's facing right now? So how he can more encourage the Taiwanese people to pay for his service? Do you have any question? Do you have any answer to him?
Oh, how? Please tell me how to get money from Taiwan market.
You want to say something?
Yeah, I think what you just mentioned is also our pain point, because we are facing the same situation. Like we have a lot of users like globally, right? But the pay user conversion rate is really low, except from Japan. Yeah. I can share you some numbers. Like in Japan, from install to pay users, we have the conversion rates like over 10%. But in Taiwan, we work very hard, and then it just reached 3%.
Very hard to get money.
Yeah, really hard. Yeah. But as a utility, we can have we can put ads, right? So although there's only 3% pay us, we have 97% users. They use ads to create a business model, right? Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's important. The answer for you.
Yeah, I try.
At the global expansion level.
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
All right. We only have 3 minutes left, so I'm gonna have to wrap up this session. And after all this, we'll be moving to the networking too. So for the audience, you can enjoy chatting with all of the speakers over here in the chat room later on. But lastly, before leaving here, let me take the last words from the all speakers over here. From Taiwanese speakers, let me take the last words from you guys, or maybe the Japanese entrepreneurs who are looking at the global expansion. On the other side, Hashimoto-san can say something for appealing the publicity for Taiwanese people.
I see.
Or the other entrepreneurs in the world as well. So let me start with Jeff. First one from you.
Okay, start from me. Okay. I think please download Who's Call. Right, this is very important, and I believe together make us stronger. So that's why, although it's very difficult, but I'm here in Fukuoka City, and today is my last day of the quarantine, and looking forward to build a very strong alliance with you guys in Fukuoka and also in Japan, and looking forward to have talk more with Hashimoto-san, and we can discuss how to let the global user pay. And I'm also looking forward to meet IKEDA-san very soon. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ian.
Okay, I hope after the coronavirus is finished, maybe next year, I would like to invite more about the Japanese come to Taiwan to play golf. And I also will invite a lot of Taiwan golfers to Japan to play golf. I hope golf can make each other much closer. Okay, please play golf with Golface.
Hashimoto-san.
Okay.
Lastly.
After coronavirus, after COVID-19, please come to Fukuoka to help our startup community. the community is very still small and not global, right? But I'd like this community grow more.
Make this community much global.
Well, much global, yeah. So we want your mind. Actually, I think Taiwanese startup has global mind. Japanese startup don't have the mind. Please teach us the global mind, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. This concludes our session. So for the audience, please
move on to the networking tool so that you can enjoy chatting with all of us. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bye for now.